special book has been a wonderful project between my husband and I for a few years. So I feel like it's like a buddy project. However, it was birthed, from his heart, from his personal struggles and experiences, and also from others, friends and other people he has met and had conversations. It has been a very revealing book in different ways. It has made us discuss, debate, sometimes argue, but in a good way, because it really helped us to have open, free dialogue. It also helped us to I think gain a little more intimacy as well. So, and definitely very insightful as a wife, as a woman, to get those perspectives of a man and how men think from their vantage point. So it was quite enlightening. Well, they should expect raw honesty. My husband has always been very open and candid, more so than I expect, but it's needed. You will get also sincere ways of just managing and navigating life to help you in those challenges and those areas that you may be weak in. So it's relatable, and so you will get information, you will get personal insight, and you can apply it as needed. So it's a self-help book or a personal development book. That's what you'll get from it. We needed the Holy Spirit. Every time I attempted to work on the book without praying, whether I started in a rush, it was not the same. So the Holy Spirit actually was essential in helping me to clarify things and dig deeper and help to flush out different ideas, and many times just pick up on things that I may have missed. And it also helps in the engagement between Brian and I, and when I ask him questions and how to bring his words and his feelings to the book. So the Holy Spirit helped to clarify a lot of things and to make us get deeper, and in a respectful way, tread those issues, those personal things in a sensitive way.
I'm here to just share with you this project myself and my wife been working on for the last few years. It's called Pleasure But Not Satisfied. It's a great book, very personal book, which pretty much it took a few months to write, but a few years to get finished, because it is such a book with personal issues that I've dealt with, for my entire life, and that issues started from my childhood and have affected me as an adult, and was pretty much threatening to be the undoing of my marriage. You can't build your house on a bomb and expect it not to explode at some time. So that's how this project came about. It's called Pleasure But Not Satisfied, when pleasure become more important than God, or the danger when pleasure become more important than God. When exposing sexual issues, that's the big fear. It's and so that was the surprising thing, that I think the more honest you are with women, or at least the more honest I've been with my wife, is the more is the more healing I feel, and the more closer we have become. And because the things that in the background that's kind of preventing you from growing closer, and you know, it's now removed, or at least you're shedding light on it. So it's helped you to break free from all of that, and you know, help to bring you closer. I think the main lesson you will learn from Pleasure But Not Satisfied is to put everything in its rightful context, you know, and to appreciate it in its rightful context, experience it in its rightful context. Because while pleasure is enjoyable, well, it's great when it's out of the right context, it destroys, like a fire outside of a fireplace, outside of a store, you know, burns everything down. When you dealing with your sexual desire and your pleasure, when you are not managing it and controlling it, if it gets control of you, you know, it makes you ruin a lot of important things in your life. So I think that's the lesson I want, especially young men, to grasp earlier in life, and young women, of course, and people in general, that, you know, you need to just kind of learn to just be satisfied with what's supposed to satisfy you, and to be pleasure with what's supposed to pleasure you, and don't mix up the two, thinking that in order for me to get satisfaction I need more pleasure. And that's the dichotomy that men especially we find ourselves with sometimes, that makes us chase more pleasure while we're really trying to be satisfied, because we have a deep something that is missing, a longing. And so I say the number one lesson is only God can truly satisfy the longing soul. And so put that in the rightful context. Humans and things is made to bring pleasure in a physical way, but spiritually and internally, the longing and the satisfaction that we really want, the sense of fulfillment, all of that can only come from God. And we should, you know, understand that early, put it into practice, and nourish that, so that we don't get carried away like the prodigal son into the far country of pleasure and riotous living, which then now undermine our life, our family, you know. Because if you know, the number one reason for the breakdown of the family is unfaithfulness, and most time by men, you know, because we are carried away and we just, you know, out there in our sexual desire, and we are ruining some very important things in our life. And so that's, I would say, the main thing.